In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this simple system. This simple system is very easy to use, so I'm going to start by telling you about the properties of this simple system. As you can see, we have this line. Sometimes it will be red, sometimes it will be green. When it is green, it means that the market is what is bullish. When it is red, it means the market is bearish. So before you enter a trade, you have to know the overall trend of the market. So I'm going to start by checking the overall trend of the market. Usually you check it on the daily time frame. So here we have opened our daily time frame. So let me just do it like this. Uh, this is our daily time frame. As you can see, the overall trend is what is bullish. As you can see, the market is going up. Here it started to go down, but here the market is still going up. And if you can check clearly, you can see that this is a green candlestick, which means the market is what is going up. I hope you can see that clearly. So after this, you have seen that your market is going up, right? So in the event that you want to try to catch spikes when the market is bullish like this is a pain index. As you can see, uh, when you're trading the pain index, usually we sell if you want to get spikes, right? So what you're going to do is you check like this on the daily time frame, then you move to your hourly time frame so that you can see whether it's telling you the same. So since here we have seen that the market is bullish, our chances for catching spikes are very low, which means if we are to catch spikes, we are just going to catch a few spikes, then we run away. We do not hold that trade for long. Sometimes we scalp when you're catching spikes, sometimes we hold the trade. Let's say you want to hold the trade maybe for like 3 or 4 days, I don't know, right? You have to base with the overall trend of the market. And if you check on our line, it's green, right? So here we go on to M1. Provided that you want to catch one spike on M1, what you should do is you've seen that your market is what is bullish overall. Then here we have this line which is blue. So when the market is this line, it should give you a small spike. If it gives you a small spike, that is when you can enter a sale and catch one spike, then you close that trade, right? But as for me, I prefer entering a trade when the market is what is bearish. Let's say I want to catch spikes on this pain X index, right? Pain X 600. If I want to catch a spike here, I usually prefer to trade it when the market is what is bearish. But now the market is bullish, which means this is the time for tick traders. So you need to be very careful on that one, right? So let's say you want to catch one spike, you wait for it to reach this blue line or an order block. If it gives you one spike, then you enter and enjoy the spike. Just like what happened here. There is one spike, then you just enter your sale and enjoy this one spike. One spike, then you just enjoy the other spike. So this is the other strategy that you can use when you are using this simple system. Then let's say you want to enter a buy on this pair. You need to be very careful. Make sure that you enter it when the market uh is still at the bottom like this. So here we can say we draw our horizontal line here. Let's draw our horizontal line where there's an order block. This is our horizontal line. You can see that the market managed to break this zone. So if you want to enter, you need to confirm with this order block. So when it starts to go up, wait for it to pull back to that order block. The moment it pulls back that order block, don't just rush to enter. Wait for it to give another spike that will not cross that zone. If it gives you another spike that will not cross that zone, that is the best entry to enter. Then you enter your buy here. Then if you want to add positions, you wait for it to go back in this zone again. Then you add your position and enjoy. Avoid overholding trades when you are trading ticks because usually it can spike harder and you end up losing your profit. So the best way to do is you scalp, then you enjoy your profit. After that, you take your profit. Right. So let's say you want to catch a spike on this kind of a pair. This kind of a pair, now it has reached this blue line. It's now hard for you to enter this trade. Why? Because it has reached an area with a lot of resistance. So expect the market to turn, right? It might turn a bit, but if you want to catch a spike, wait for it to reach this node. If it gives you one spike, that is when you enter another. That is when you enter your trade and try to catch spikes. So I'm going to show you how to enter trade when I see a good setup. So we are going to wait for a good setup. Maybe we're going to wait for the market to reach this node and give us one small spike so that we can enter our trade, right? So that is the same principle we are going to apply here. This is our gain pay. This is gain 400. Provided you want to enter a sale on gain 400, you have to wait for it to pull back to this zone. But now you can see that it's bearish. So the chances for you to enter a buy are very low. So you can't buy now. Okay. Then we can check pain 800. This is our pain 800. Always note that do not trade when the market let's say you want to catch back, then you trade whilst the market is bearish like this, because if you enter a sale here and imagine this whole loss, you end up closing that trade. So let's avoid closing trades in loss. So make sure that you wait for a good setup. So I want you to try these new techniques that I've just told you about. Then you tell me whether it's working or not. Okay, guys, so we received a sell signal here where it gave us this small spike and I entered here. So it went upward and spiked hard until it crossed that zone. So here it touched the node return number 4. That's why it's now retracing, going upward. But since this signal is still giving us that more confidence that the trade is going to go down, right? As for me, I think this trade should spike until it reaches this blue line. So I'm going to wait for it to give us another spike so that I see whether the market is going to continue going up or it's going to go down. Why am I still holding this trade? It's because this spike is still the largest spike, because you can see that this spike is bigger than this one. So we are waiting for it to give us a spike. If the spike it gives us is smaller than this one, then we can take our profit. So basically that is how you trade using this simple system. And another thing you can also do is you can also use this type of a strategy whereby, let's say it spikes and crosses your position. You can just take your profit just like that, then avoid holding since the market is bullish. Okay, guys, like what I said before, it spiked again and it spiked around the same zone. As you can see, this is the zone I was talking about. This zone has got a lot of resistance. So I'm anticipating that the spike will come again. That's why I added positions here. I added sell positions here. So I'm anticipating that the trade should spike. If it spikes and crosses this red line, then it means that the market is now what? Is now going down, right? So basically, that is how you trade using this simple system. But if you want to catch just one spike with it, that's up to you again. You can also do that. But as for me, I prefer holding a trade.